What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another week of RedZone RoundUp, hosted by yours truly, Bryce Fry, and my buddy Isaiah Santos. We're here to give you another week of recap. We got your Week 12 recap. Pretty interesting week. Had a lot of divisional matchups, but
Yep,
we're
yep.
ready to break it down. You ready, Isaiah?
Absolutely, man. Let's get into it.
Let's get it. We got 4 quarters of action for you, 7 minutes each. We'll get you in just a sec. All right, everybody, let's get into it. We got your first quarter of action. Let's get this thing kicked off, Santos. We got your Week
Yes,
12
sir.
matchup results and your updated divisional standings. This was a interesting week as we had 4 different days of NFL football. We were loaded up. We
Yeah.
had a slate of those Thanksgiving Turkey Day games. We had a Friday game. We had your normal Sunday slate, and then your Monday night game.
Mm.
Did you watch all the games on Turkey Day or what?
Man, yeah, it was a good game to start off with. The Lions and Packers, both quarterbacks threw
Surprising
for
game.
yeah, I know, right? The Packers ended up winning. I told you somehow that the Lions keep it close when they play in the division. I don't know what it is, but that's what they
I don't
got
know
going
either.
on. Yeah, but
They
every other
were
game,
not they didn't come out hot.
no, and they were playing at home too, so it's like got to do a little bit better than that if you're expecting to play at home in the playoffs. But other than that,
Mm-hmm.
though, that the other two games on Thanksgiving Day, that was kind of a blowout. But Deron Bland, he has like I think 5 pick sixes now, as many touchdowns as some star players like Travis Kelsey,
Yeah.
I think, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like, I mean, as a cornerback, I'm pretty sure he was the backup cornerback for placing Trayvon Diggs. So it was a surprising game, but they blew him out. Everyone saw that coming. But shout out to Deron Bland for 5 pick sixes in what 12 games.
Yeah, no, shout out to that for sure because I mean that was a record breaker and that
Yeah,
was a
I think he tied it.
pretty.
He either broke it or
Oh,
tied it.
okay. So he
Yeah,
just needs one
one of the
more to
two.
break it. Yeah, either way,
Yeah,
that's solid, especially like you said, from a backup, a guy who's not even a starter, has obviously
yeah,
stepped in and filled the shoes pretty nicely. And then I agree, yeah, those 2 games to finish off the day. I was super surprised with the Lions getting beat at home. Jared Goff
right.
played terrible. I mean, he had personally multiple turnovers that were his fault. And then
Mm,
Cowboys blowout
can't fumble the ball.
expected. Yeah,
Yeah,
49ers blowout expected. But then even
shout
Friday
out
night,
Christian
man, as a
McCaffrey.
Bills fan,
Oh,
needing the freaking division to step up, needing teams to step up to help us, the Jets
yeah.
just get wiped at home too.
You
Not
thought it was going to be a
surprising.
lot closer.
I did. Man, I took the Jets in my bets. Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't nice for the Jets or me, I guess.
No.
But it's just like I thought they were gonna put up a little more of a fight, not get waxed at home, but they got
Yeah, for
waxed.
sure. For
So
sure. It was
it
pretty
wasn't a
bad.
pretty matchup. Yeah, and then that
Yeah.
Sunday slate. What games were you keying on in those?
Man, of course, like I said, I was rolling with the Texans this weekend, but man, there was a couple some missed calls. They didn't call for Tank Dell, had a completion. I think that was a key play in the game. Like, man,
I
this
did
like
too.
they lost by 3. The kicker couldn't hit it at the end of the game. That was actually a tie, like his longest career field goal, like since he was in high school. So it's like, damn, couldn't do it in the NFL. So
Man,
it was tough. It
y-
was a tough season.
you know, we haven't really talked about this much on this show, but I think this year has been terrible with NFL officiating. I think it's been a terrible year. I think every week it somehow gets worse. And that Texans game, don't even get me started on the Bills game, but that Texans game at home, they were battling the Jaguars and the refs. I mean, it was like every good thing they did was getting pulled back because of XYZ, and then the Jaguars were just getting helped down the field every single drive. It was an insanely bizarre shape up for the way that game went. I was very surprised.
Yeah, man, pretty much the Texans got fucked over this game. I hate to say it. I hate to curse like that on our podcast, but man, it was terrible.
It's not
The whole
PG.
city
We're
was,
good.
yeah, but man, coworkers came in pissed. They were hot. I mean, it's shit. It was terrible, man. They were all had on Texans gear, so I was cheering for them too, but we all got let down by the
Man,
refs.
I was
And,
too. It was
yeah,
rough. It was rough to watch. It was
yeah,
uh it was it
absolutely.
was it was pretty rough to watch. Another boring slate. Sorry to break it to you, but that Patriots game was not beautiful. Patriots
Dude,
Giants game was pretty boring. 10-7.
I couldn't agree
So
more. Yeah, two
yeah, that
quarterbacks for the
one.
Patriots.
Yeah, no doubt. And also, I guess one of my most unexpected games, other than the first one of the weekend, the Lions losing at home, I thought the Broncos coming out and just waxing the Browns was pretty unexpected. I guess I was a
Unexpected,
29-12.
yeah,
I just didn't
yeah.
expect them to come out freaking, just running and gunning like that. They absolutely put it on
Dude,
them.
yeah. The
So
Broncos are looking serious, man. They're stepping it up. They're
no,
playing
they
pretty
are,
well
and
these past few games.
it hurts my feelings to bring it up, but Bills Eagles. Did you watch it?
Of course. I mean, it's crazy. I watch these games and I bet on them and stuff, and I always think I'm gonna win, but then I see the weather and I'm just like, man, this
Yeah.
isn't gonna work out
No.
for me.
Yeah.
I always forget about that, man. It was terrible, another terrible weather game for the Eagles, but damn it,
Yeah.
dude,
It was.
they're on a little roll against
No, they
the best
are.
teams in the league.
I gotta give credit where credit is due. Jalen Hurts is a
Yeah.
beast. He might be, to me, he's the top quarterback in the league right now. He every week
He might
he's just
have
like,
MVP contest for sure.
yeah,
He's up there now.
for sure. I mean, he definitely made a case
Mm,
because even if you have a couple rough quarters, he's proven that he can come back in the end of the game. Whether he has a
yeah,
rough 1, 2, 3 quarters, that fourth quarter,
yeah.
and in this case
Dude,
overtime,
fourth quarter,
he's just
he threw
lights
for like
out.
100 yards in the fourth quarter.
Pouring rain. Pouring
Yeah,
rain,
right.
hadn't
Yeah,
stopped all game, made the adjustments needed. It was
yeah.
pretty impressive to
The
see.
uniforms, though, man. The uniforms, though,
The
those are
Kelly
clean.
Greens, I gotta respect it. Gotta respect it.
That's
Wish we'd have
fire.
brought
That's
the
fire.
OGs out too. Maybe we would have, maybe we would have won. I don't know. Well, let's move over
A
to
little
some
something.
divisional updated standings. Does anything
Yes,
poke your
sir.
eyeballs? I know the Eagles are 10-1. You got the
Yep.
Carolina Panthers at 1-10, and their division, the NFC South. Literally,
Fighting.
not one
That's
single
the one.
person. Man,
That's the
not
one
one
right
single
there.
team has over a 500 record. Dude, are you joking?
Hey, and someone's going to the playoffs. That's the crazy
Someone
thing.
has to go to the playoffs, and they're going to be a fourth seed too. That's what's crazy. Cowboys right now are fifth seed because of this division. That's what's insane. That's like a slap
Yeah,
to the face. But
they gotta
the
break that
AFC
up
North
or
is
something.
still tight too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you know,
slowly slipping away. The Ravens are pulling away.
yeah, Ravens pulling away, but I guess that 5-6 spot in the
Yeah.
playoff race in the AFC side is definitely going to be a sticky one. I know the Bills,
Hmm.
they got a rough way through. They got to play the Chiefs. They got a bye week this week, play the Chiefs, then the Cowboys. They got a
Yeah.
rough slate. But you got the Steelers and the Browns you know, firmly in that 5-6 spot right now. They're going to be duking it out for
Yeah.
those bottom spots, and then it's really going to be a race to the best record for 7. So I don't know how that's going to play out. But
Right. The
yeah,
Chargers are slipping, bro. They're slipping big time. Like,
every
oh
week
man,
I don't know what it is, man.
every week it's
I
what's going on.
I don't know, man. I'm a Justin Herbert guy
Yeah,
too, and we
I
say it
feel
all the
for them.
time. We say it all the time, man. We like Justin Herbert, but it's like I don't know.
Yes,
They
we
just
do. We're wishing
I
for the
don't know what it
best.
is. I yeah, I don't know what it
Kellen
is
Moore
with
wasn't
them.
it?
I guess not, man. Their coach is about to go after this year, obviously. But I mean, if he doesn't mid-season, I'm never a fan of firing a head coach mid-season. But I don't know. Carolina
Yeah.
Panthers just got rid of Frank
The
Wright,
Panthers did it. There were some
first
moves
coach
made.
since 1970 to get
Yeah.
fired back-to-back seasons like that. So I feel bad for Frank Wright. He took the Bills to the best comeback in NFL history. Go look that up. But
That's terrible.
you know. But yeah, I mean that's your updated divisional standings through week 12. Nothing really different from week 11, and I assume we're about to be capitalizing on all the bye weeks, so it's going to be shaping up pretty firmly for the playoff picture here in the next couple weeks. But
Yeah.
we'll get back to y'all in quarter two in just a second, everybody. All right. Let's get quarter two going. We got a little fantasy football information for you from week 12. We got some offensive leaders, we got some QB leaders, we got some running back leaders, and we got some wide receiver leaders. Isaiah's the GOAT. I gotta give him the crown. We finally had our battle. We've been talking about it. It was the important battle of the week. Number one, number two. He's number one. I'm number two. I lost. I got worked. It is what it is, And I think I actually owe you a double payday now. I think I owe you a little hundo spot because of that. But it's okay.
You do. I think you do.
It's
all
live,
so, man. It's all on air. You got it.
It is on air. They know. I know. We know. Everybody
the whole
knows.
world knows.
Yeah.
It's been fun. It's been a fun ride.
It has been. Since you're the GOAT, we'll let you dive in. Let's talk a little offensive fantasy football leaders. This is just week 12 leaders. This isn't through the whole season. This was just last week. But we kind of had some weird players, not weird players. We had some different players kind of show out this week. But offensive leaders, what are you seeing up there?
Man, I feel like every week when we look at these stats, I feel like Josh Allen seems to put up a good game. I feel like every game he's in the upper 30s, just dropping bombs on them. He had an interception this week, of course, he turns the ball over a lot. But he's a fantasy football machine. And speaking of machines, I mean, Christian McCaffrey, the dog, he's here. Kyron Williams, I mean, welcome back off the IR 38 spot. It was a beautiful sight to see. I bet that made a lot of people happy. A lot of people upset too, who didn't pick him up earlier in the season when they had the chance. But I appreciate every single one of you guys who didn't.
Right.
Well, yeah, man, it was a good week. It was Bijan Robinson finally got going. The Texas X. Good to see that guy. What, seventh round or seventh pick in the draft. So yeah, he's finally getting going. Hopefully that's a sight to see or sign to see for the future for those guys.
I feel like they're hit or miss with him just because they don't use him some weeks. Like some weeks he'll get no touches, no passes, like he'll get no love. And then other weeks it'll just be like Bijan heavy. You know what I mean?
Hopefully Arthur Smith finally heard enough of that and was like, man, let's listen to what they got to say. So maybe they write a little bit. Got to use the guys sometime.
At some point, you got to find some consistency with your best players. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I don't know. Let's run into let's go to QB specific. Some QB specific. I mean, you got at the top of the list, obviously, like you said, Josh Allen. Then you got Jalen Hurts behind him. Then you got Dak Prescott, who got 32 on the weekend.
Mm-hmm. He's been dropping these little 4 touchdown games and just throwing for over 300 yards. I mean, Dak Prescott's been he's been pretty good this year. Like a low key, like he doesn't get I feel like as much praise, but he's been all right in certain situations for sure.
He's definitely making people change the narrative this year because as you've heard up to this year. Is Dak Prescott ain't it? He's not all that. He just can't do it. He can't win the big games, whatever the case is. This dude is blowing people out this year. I mean, you can go back in the scoreboards throughout, the whole year so far, and they're blowing people out. Like, it's not like 1-2 touchdown wins. They're winning by 20 plus points in a lot of matchups. So, So dude definitely has came out to play. And then you got CJ Stroud behind him, who obviously is, like we've talked about several times on this show, is he's going to be making his case the rest of the season for MVP as well. So
for sure.
He shows it again in this week. You got Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, Matthew Stafford, Pat. You got Kyler back in action, and you got him on the top 10 list. So, I don't know. Maybe he can scrape another couple wins for them. That's what I'm hoping for our boy Big Kev, right?
Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully he goes off next week. I mean, I'm pulling for Kyler. I'm starting him in replacing Lamar Jackson on a bye week. So I think playing the Steelers. So it'll be a good game. Somehow the Steelers are putting up 400 yards, but still scoring up 16 points.
Yeah, no doubt. They just
scoring one touchdown.
Steelers are ugly, man. They got an ugly team right now.
Yeah,
Matt
fired
Canada
the
being gone, though.
OC.
I don't know.
Right. But they did 400 yards and they won the game. They haven't done that since
right.
way
So
back then.
yeah, so what am I saying? I guess what do I know? But all right, going to running back. Break us down. Break this list down for us.
I mean, usually you see Christian McCaffrey at the top, but Kyron Williams, like I said, he had a big game. He's had over 200 yards total yards that game, and it's really nice because I have those two running backs in our league. So I mean, I'm just in awe. They carried me. I think they might have scored as much as your whole team scored that week. Is that right?
No
it was
joke.
A little low scoring game for you.
It was. I don't even think I barely broke triple digits. So,
yeah.
So but, it happens.
It happens. It does. I'm gonna just remain humbling. It was a good game, sir. But Jonathan Taylor. He's expected to miss a few games. So
I saw
I'm
that.
not too sure. Yeah, he injured his wrist or something.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But yeah, it's he's gonna step down. You won't see his name up here for a few weeks. I'm gonna leave Zach Moss to step in. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with those guys.
My boy Derrick Henry finally making the charts again. Finally kind of creeping up there a little bit.
What's up with
I like
that
Tony Pollard too. Man, I think it's a scheme thing. I think it's just like the same thing as what we were saying about Bijan. I think some weeks he gets the rock a lot. Some weeks he gets the rock none. So right now they're in a weird spot too. They're like the Steelers, man. They don't really have an identity. I think they got they have an identity crisis over there in Nashville right now. So I don't know. It's pretty rough to see because
the crazy thing is it's not in Nashville. I think they said they're 4-0 at home and 0-7 everywhere else. So
God. So maybe they just need all their games in Nashville then. Yeah, they just need to request.
Nothing's wrong in Nashville. It's everywhere else for them.
Yeah. All right. Well, they just can't travel then. I don't know. Maybe they're just like not getting their bags packed early enough, or like not. I don't know. Break down this wide receiver list for us. What are you seeing there? What surprises you?
Top of the top. I mean, Tyreek Hill. That doesn't surprise me, but Gabe Davis.
Hey, don't even get me started on Gabe Davis.
He shows up. They always say he shows up. Boy, when he hits him strong. He'll put up a little 20 plus on him, and then when after that, if he's not scoring, man, he's going to give you like a catch or two for 30 yards. I
got strong opinions about Gabe Davis.
Hey, let's hear a brief one. Just a brief one. Talk about him good.
I got a hot take.
Something good. Right. He's in the top. He's at the top, man.
Hot take. I got a hot take for Gabe Davis and the Buffalo Bills. I got about 7 or 8 hot takes that I could go bing, 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 bing. But I'm just going to give you one. At the end of this 2023-2024 season, Gabe Davis needs to be clipped. He needs to be gone. He needs to be on another team in the NFL. I think he is a good receiver. I love him. I mean, he's been great for the team. He's a captain right now. He's got a C on his chest. I don't know how. I think it's unanimous voted, or not unanimously. It's voted to the players because if you ask the fans, and he wouldn't.
Hey, but it's not about the fans, man. It's about the players.
Hot take: Gabe Davis needs to be clipped. The dude has too many drops. I don't care about these one-off weeks because he can't do it week in, week out. And then at the end of this game, we had a chance to have a walk-off touchdown. I get it. It was an option route. He basically needed to break past that safety, and he kind of, it's him and Josh Allen's option route to be able to decide, which part of the field is open. This guy breaks a flat-footed safety. Safety's flat-footed, comes up, dude beats him. It's like, bro, you got, as any player knows, a field is broken into thirds, right? He has all 3 thirds wide open. This dude kicks it towards the pylon in the skinniest part of the field. Josh Allen throws it straight, basically over the seam. It was a little left of the seam, so it wasn't a seam. Straight, bro. You catch a safety flat-footed, run straight. Just run to the end zone. The whole field is open.
It was cloudy out, man. The rain was coming down. Did he
I
have on a
just don't.
visor? Could have been raindrops on him coming. Man,
Dude, it's like, bro,
the
it's like
moment was
you gotta
just
think of
too
it.
big. Who like?
You're playing a team like the Philadelphia Eagles, man. You're playing basically a 7-on-7, dude. Like you got 4
Yeah,
seconds to throw that damn ball, or you're getting sacked, or your quarterback's got to run, right? I mean, you break the plane into the open field past a flat-footed safety. Keep running straight. Don't break it. Don't break it left. Don't break it right. Run. The dude's gonna hit you right in the freaking hands.
you
He
heard
threw
it
it
here
there,
first.
wasn't there. So that was the
Keep
hot take. That was the hot take.
I
But
love it, man. He got him. He got him
yeah,
fired up. He got him fired up.
no, he did get me fired up. I need to cool down. Luckily, we got a bye week, so hopefully Gabe
Man,
Davis isn't
luckily.
seeing this. So because I need the positivity to roll through that locker room through the rest of the season, not negativity because we've had a lot of that already. So
Yeah.
we need to keep the love and the peace. But anyways, that's your quarter two. That's fantasy football outlook for the week 12 action with your boy Isaiah and me. He's the go. I'm not. I'm just here to
Hey,
observe. Basically, I'm learning, trying to catch that 2 spot in our league, catch a little second
appreciate the
place.
love. Appreciate the
So
love.
we'll
Hey,
we'll
keep
see.
fighting, brother. Keep fighting.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it everything I got throughout. Until I can't. Right. But that's quarter two. We're catching quarter three here in just a second. All right, everybody. Halftime report. You already know what it is. You already see it in the top. You got Cold Kicks. Follow Cold Kicks at Cold Kicks. The boy Tyke, he was just at that convention I mentioned in the
Another
last
one.
epi.
Another
He was
one.
at the convention in Dallas, man. Dude racked him up some cash. Dude got some extra inventory, got some extra dope kicks. I saw a lot of
Yeah.
Jordans. I saw a lot of dunks. Saw a lot of everything, man. He's got some Yeezy slides. I see it all, man. He's got it all. He can even get you what you want. Hit him up. Follow him on Cold Kicks. If you want a pair of shoes that you ain't seen that he's got, hit him up. Say, yo, I'm looking for
Yeah.
these. You're the best in the biz. Get them for me. He'll get them. Isaiah,
Check them out, man.
you've been
Check 'em
wearing your
out.
polars any? I'm gonna be trying to get
Oh
us
yeah.
another dope pair.
Hey man,
Cause
I'm all for it. I'm definitely gonna get maybe a couple more, maybe some Jordans,
I
maybe
already
even
told
some of
him
them
next time
Yeezy
he comes
slides, man.
into yeah, no doubt. I already told him next time he comes into St. John's red and
Uh-huh.
whites that I'll buy them because I'm ready
Look
to hop
at
on the red game. I gotta get red in my
look
system.
at them, yeah. Yeah.
So but anyways,
Hey
guys,
man, check them out, man. Check them out.
check them out. We tell you every week. Go ahead and do it. Stop, stop with the BS. Stop with the nonsense. Go check them out. Go follow Cold Kicks. Go to coldkicks.com. I know he's updating his website all the time. He's trying to get it. He's trying to get it tweaked just right for y'all guys. So
Mm-hmm.
go check him out. Go show him love. Go support the small business. Make him a big business. So shop Cold Kicks. All right, everybody. Let's dive in. It's the best part of the epi. The money. And I already say it. If you followed my picks last week, you didn't make money. So I'm just gonna be honest and say that out there right now. But wacky week in the NFL, you somebody who did hit on all their picks, and I'll show you a liar. So let's get started with these picks. Let's get started to these matchup odds. We got an outright slate. We don't got a lot of divisional matchups. We got some crazy looking spreads. But let's dive
Mm-hmm.
first Thursday matchup, Isaiah. We got the Seahawks traveling to Jerry World, playing the Cowboys. You got the Cowboys favored by 9. That over under is 46.5. What you looking at there?
Man, I think this could be a little bit closer than everyone thinks. The Seahawks have lost a couple of games, but I think they might potentially be able to keep it close. I'm gonna roll with the +9 for the Seahawks on this. I don't think they'll win, but it could be closer than a lot think, according to the
No, I
spread.
agree. I was actually looking at that +9. I'd really love it if it was +10 because you get that extra, you get that touchdown and field goal potentially. But I didn't go with the
Yeah.
+9. I do like where you're thinking. I'm actually going to hit that 46.5 over because
Mm.
Cowboys been putting up a lot of points on their own. Seahawks can definitely
Mm-hmm.
put them up if they want, which they haven't
Yeah.
lately. But it's about time, right? So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with that over 46.5. So that's a Thursday slate.
Okay.
That's a prime
Okay.
time. Amazon Prime, Jeff Bezos, you know.
I don't know money out
So
there.
yeah, a little money for Jeff Bezos because he needs more money, right? But You got that Sunday slate. You got the first game out of that. First slate of the 12 o'clock games.
Yeah.
You got the Chargers at your beloved Patriots. You got the Chargers, excuse me, favored by 6. That over
Yep,
under
get
at
that right.
40.5. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep fighting till I can't fight no more, man. We're gonna hit the Patriots +6, man. Hey, anything can happen. The Chargers been slipping up. Why not us at home?
Hey, why not? Why not? Right? I agree.
All right.
Chargers been slipping up, but unfortunately, I'm going to take the other end of the river. I got -6 Chargers. I think it's a bounce back. It's got to be, right? I don't think it will be. I think it's got to be.
It
So
has to be. Literally, but I feel like we said that last week. It has to be.
we did. That's what I'm
has to.
saying. It has to be. It
It
has to
has to
be.
be.
I don't know. Like, it has to be. But anyways, another bounce back. Speaking of, the next game is going to be the Detroit Lions going into New Orleans, play the Saints. You got the Lions favored by 4, and that over-under is at 46. What you looking at?
Well, they're playing in a different conference team, so I think I'm gonna hit the -4 for the Lions this week. I think that they blow out the Saints. I don't. Maybe Chris Olave is not playing. He had a major game till he got hurt with the concussion. And Saints, excuse me, still don't know what they're doing at quarterback. I don't really believe too much in Derek Carr.
Yeah, I feel that. I would have really liked that spread if it would have been 3 versus 4. Same thing as that Cowboys game. Yeah, just the 4. It's like I can see him winning by a field goal.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take the over. I'm gonna slap that over 46 just because it's in the dome. I love taking overs in the dome. I like the Lions scoring a lot of points. They do. They put up good points. Saints, you're right. Don't have Chris Olave, but they got Alvin Kamara. So who knows, man? Maybe they can get some points on the board too. I'm gonna take that over 46. Next slate, you got the Atlanta Falcons and the New Jersey Jets. You got the Falcons favored by 3. That over under is a low 34.
Yeah. The Jets defense is pretty solid. Desmond Ritter is still turning the ball over every now and then, coming off 2 interceptions. They're playing at home. I don't think this is too much of a high power offense and a team that the Jets can't handle. So I'm gonna roll with the Jets +3. I think they might even end up winning this game.
Yeah. That plus, see, that's a little better.
Yeah, that's a haircut. Yeah.
Better. What?
He's gonna like that.
With the under in this one, I think it's going to be a dogfight teams. And you're right. Defense on the New Jersey Jets is stacked. They got a good D. They got some ballers over there. I'll give it to them. Falcons already aren't scary in the point department. So and obviously, so that's why I think this. That 30 is pretty low. But I just don't see there being a lot of action. So I'm going to stick with that under 34. Next game, the slate, 12 o'clock slate still. You got the Arizona Cardinals traveling up to Pittsburgh. You got Pittsburgh favored by 5.5 and the over under at 40. What you looking at?
Ooh, I'm gonna hit the gotta be the over, right? Over 400 yards for the Steelers. Man, gotta be Kyler's putting up. Oh man. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna hit the Cardinals 5.5. I think that it'll be a weird game. That one I don't really know.
Another wacky game. There is a lot of wacky games this week. That's kind of like it's I don't know. A lot of not great matchups.
Let's have fun, boys. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
With that being said, I definitely agree. That's why I chose not to take a spread, but I'm just going to, it's not a great value. Nobody would really like this value, but I'm just going to go Steelers money line because I don't think they can win by more than, I'm not saying they can win by a touchdown or more or anything like that, but also not super uber confident in the Arizona Cardinals, not losing by basically a touchdown. So I don't know. I'm just going to slap the money line, be safe, not great value, but that's what I'm going to roll with. And the next game in that 12 o'clock slate, got a lot of 12 o'clock games. Next game in that slate is going to be the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Nashville, back in Nashville, where they have not lost a game.
Like
Play
you
the
said,
Titans. You
man.
got the Colts favored by 2, and that over-under's at 43.
Well, this one has to hit, right? They gotta win, right? They
Gotta
will win.
win,
So we're hitting the Titans money line. Give it to me.
right?
Right.
Give it
Just
to
like
me.
that.
Give it to me. Go ahead and give me that over again. Sticking with the over-unders. I got over
Mm-hmm.
43. I agree. I think it's a must win. I think they got to. They're in Nashville. They're in the Music City, Country Music Hall of Fame. You're right down the
Yep.
road from Elvis Presley's house in Memphis. I mean, you just got the juice over there, I guess. That's what's been helping them win. And then you got the Minshew mustache over there, who's been
Hey,
slinging
shout
some
out to that guy.
dimes. So,
He's been
yeah, I
running it
mean,
too, man. He's been running.
yeah,
He's not scared to
he's
run the
been doing
ball.
all right. He's all right. He's over 500. Can't complain about that. So I think over 43 is pretty safe for this matchup. But that's gonna be the
Okay.
first slate. Let's get this. Let's get this second.
Oh, wait.
Second
Hold
slate
on.
of
Hold on.
action. Hold on,
Hold
now.
on. We're still
All
at
right,
12.
still in the 12s. You got the Miami Dolphins traveling up to the Washington Commanders. You got
Oh,
the Dolphins favored by 9.5, and
Dolphins.
that over under is 50. Highest over under we've seen today.
I know you took last time the Dolphins played someone. You took you took the spread on that one. You're like, man, I guess kind of happened. But I
Yeah.
think that this time it will happen. The Washington Commanders
Okay.
are playing at home, going from Miami all the way up to Washington. I think a little bit of a travel. Who knows what the weather's like?
Sam Howell.
Who knows what Sam Howell will be like though? Yeah, you're right. But I'm gonna hit the plus 9.5 for the Commanders this week, man. That's what I'm going with.
I got you. Dolphins can't, their hot streak, I think isn't gonna last long either. But I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna take that under 50. It's a high over under. I know Washington doesn't score that many points. The Dolphins do. So it's kind of a hard one because Vegas wants you to bite on that high over under. Maybe that means they're probably gonna put up 70 points. But I'm gonna take that under. I'm gonna try to be safe here. I'm gonna take the good pick. So we're gonna rock with the under 50. We got the last game in the 12 o'clock slate. You got the Denver Broncos traveling to Houston to play the Houston Texans. You got the Texans favored by 3.5, and that over under is 46.5. What you got?
Well, considering I still on the line, I might you go to this game. I'm gonna hit the money line for my boys. We're gonna win this one, dog. You know, ain't no
Okay,
money in
just
it,
because
but
you're there.
we gonna win it. Just because I'm there. You know,
Right.
just because I'm there.
I feel that. I respect that. I actually kind of want to change my pick knowing you're going to be there. I kind of want to take this money line, but I'm going to
Oh,
stick with the over. I'm going to stick with the over. I'm going to go over 46.5. I think CJ Stroud and those boys just caught an L they didn't want. So I think they're going to come out gunslinging.
they're
The
pissed.
Broncos put up a lot of points last week. I think that over's solid. I'm going to go with the over 46.5. So that takes us into the next slate
Solid.
of games. We got the middle
Hey,
slate
finally,
games.
2 of
You
them,
got the
3 of
1
them.
in 10. Yeah, you got the 1 in 10 Panthers taking on the Bucks. You got the Bucks favor 5.5. You got the over under 37. What are you looking at there?
Man, probably I'm gonna have to say the under on this. I don't think the Panthers will put up any points. I mean, well, hey, actually, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. They just fired the whole house over there. Not really, but 3 coaches. But
Hey,
I think
coach.
that I think we're gonna hit a. They're still gonna lose. They're still gonna lose, but I think I'm at the 5.5 for the Buccaneers, minus 5.5 for the Buccaneers. I was thinking about
Okay.
over under, but I don't know. It's a wacky situation. Who knows what's going to happen coaching wise? Special teams coach is stepping up for interim head coach, so I'll leave it at that. Minus 5.5 bucks.
I got you. I agree. I'm tailing. I got 5.5 bucks. I think the Panthers suck. They're clean house. I don't know.
Finally agreed.
They don't know. They don't know what they're doing. So I'm gonna go with that 5.5 as well. I'm with you on that one. Got the next slate
Yeah.
or next game in that slate. Pretty tough matchup. I think going to be one of the best matchups of the weekend. You get the 49ers traveling to Philly. Philadelphia gets to play at home again. And the 49ers are favored by 3,
Again,
actually. And the over-under is 46.5. What you like in that matchup?
big playoff game last year between these two where they lost Brock Purdy. But so this is going to be a very exciting game. So I'm thinking some points will be scored. I'm gonna hit the over this
Ooh,
week.
over. See,
Yeah.
we're on the opposite side of the river right now. I'm going under.
Mm.
I think that it's going to
I
be
mean,
a
hey, they just put up
brutal
31
defensive
on your
battle.
boys.
You're right. It went to overtime, but it's going to be a defensive battle this week. I mean, we have a good defense. They had a good defense, so it was a good defensive battle last week. But 49ers don't let people score points. And the Eagles, I mean, they've won games by not scoring a whole lot of points sometimes. So I don't know. I just think that the 49ers defense is going to be something that the Eagles haven't really dealt with thus far. So that's
Mhm.
why I'm going to stick with that under 46.5. So I don't know. I guess we're just going to
Okay.
we're gonna roll the dice and
Yeah.
split the wave on that one. So the last game in that slate is gonna be the Cleveland Browns traveling to LA to play the Rams. You got the Rams favored by 4. That over under is 39.5. Yeesh.
Yeesh, yeah, that's tricky. I don't know about the quarterback play where the Browns came out last week, but I feel like with the Rams, Kyron Williams, I think he could carry
Hey.
him. They're a good team. The Browns are a good team, especially on defense. Only on defense, I should say, probably. But I think
Hey
we'll hit
Joe
the over
Flacco
on this
though.
one. Over. Is he playing?
I don't know.
Or is he still on
I
the?
don't know.
Is he on the practice squad?
I don't know. I think
Yeah,
they
we're
just
hitting the
got him to
over
get
for this one
everybody's
for
ears
sure.
perked up.
Right. Get it off of this
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson for a second.
Right. This is going to be the same one as that Steelers matchup. I don't really like the spread. 4, pretty terrible spread. I don't know about these teams scoring a whole lot of points. The Rams are definitely capable of scoring points. So I'm just going to go with the Rams money line. Again, not a lot of value, but I think it's just a secure dub. I think they're going to get that dub at home. Browns are pretty depleted at this
Yeah.
point. So, we'll see though. Then you got the Sunday night game. You got Patrick Mahomes and Travis Swift taking on the Green Bay Packers. You got the Chiefs favored by 6.5, and that over under is 42 at Lambeau.
Mm. What a eventful game this could have been if the Packers were worth a damn. But
Yep.
I'm gonna say -6.5 for the Chiefs. I think this will be a not an easy win, but definitely a definite win for them.
Yeah.
Because no
I
game
can
is too
agree with
easy.
that.
Personally.
I can agree with that. They played the Raiders this week, the Chiefs, that is, and they didn't have a great game. Started off slow. I think they come in a little hotter this game, but the Packers did play the Lions pretty good on Thanksgiving Day this week, so I don't
They
know.
did.
It could be a tie one. I was going to go -6.5, but I'm actually going to stick with that over 42. Like you said, I think the Chiefs are going to come out. They're going to be slicing and dicing. And honestly, I think Jordan Love might slice and dice a little bit. He's at home. He just sliced and diced a little
Yeah.
bit this past weekend. So
Yeah.
who
Yeah,
knows?
he did.
He might
He did.
go off for the boys in Lambeau. He might be trying to get him a little Lambeau leap. So but all right, let's go to the last game of the weekend. You got Monday Night Football. You got the depleted Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. You get the Jaguars favored by 8.5, and that over under is 38.5.
I know, right? That's they're getting lower and lower with the we're under. But I'm gonna hit the under. No Joe Burrow. No Joe Burrow. No problem. I think the Jaguars will silently win this game. Probably another boring Monday Night Football game. Hopefully not, but yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the under on that one, man. A little sketchy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
why not?
no, that'd be the pick that I
Fuck
take
it.
after this, I guess. I'm taking the plus 8.5 Bengals. I know that's it's not a very
Hmm.
attractive pick, but
Okay.
I think that this Browning guy comes out, maybe slings the rock a little bit. The Jaguars got helped a lot this past week in Houston by the NFL officiating. I don't
Yeah.
know if they had a lot. I don't know if they had a lot of
Yeah,
money on
they
the
did.
Jags or what, but I think the Bengals kind of put up a
Playoffs,
little better of a
man.
matchup this week. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Bengals plus 8.5. But that is all the
Okay.
matchups for this past week or this upcoming week. Excuse me. Let's get into my picks. Like I said, I went 0-3. I did terrible last week. I had the Jets plus 10. I had the Texans money line, and I had the Vikings money line. All got crushed. See, I even got a little sad face, and I might be the ultimate fade, but I don't know. But this week, this is what I'm rocking with. My surety picks. Might go 3-0. I might go 0-3 again. So, but I got Lions money line. I got Texans money line again. We're rocking with the Texans because you're going to be there, only because you're there. And then I got the under in that 49ers Eagles game. I think those are my 3 picks I'm rocking with this week. So, I'm the ultimate fade, or I could flop it around. I always say this is going to be my bounce back week. It clearly has not been. So
my next week's my
maybe
best
I'm the
week.
ultimate fade. Yeah, next week is the best week, right? So that's going to be the slips. That's going to be the picks and slips. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal that. That's busting with the boys. This is just picks. This is just a bet slip. All right. So, if you want to make some money, follow along with us. If you don't like our picks, fade them. Maybe you make some money and then we lose all the money. So I don't know. But that's going to be your quarter 3 action. We'll catch you here in quarter 4 in just a second. All right, everybody. Last quarter of the day. The most exciting, some would say. We got the matchups and insight going into this week's matchup. Kind of just went through them in the picks, but let's get a little more in depth on them. What's your thoughts going into week 13? Do you got any top matchups you're looking at? We got the first game of the weekend. You got the Seahawks traveling to Dallas. You got a full Sunday slate, and then finish with Monday night Bengals and the Jaguars. So
yeah, a little prop bet. I think I might want to take pick 6 for the Cowboys. You think that happened? The way it's been happening all year.
It might happen at home.
It could happen that for the fans, man, back at home. But yeah, that could be. I think that could be a good game, a real close game. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully, the Seahawks offense puts some magic together. But yeah, there's a few games where we're keying on. We kind of don't want some teams to win. Kind of do want some teams to win. Some teams we do think are going to win. Some teams we know for sure are going to win. But yeah, we'll go through them. Well, let's talk about what you got going on though, man. What's Bryce looking forward to with this team not playing this week?
Oh man, it's gonna be a refresh of a week. I get to just enjoy it. I get to play some fantasy. I get to make some bets. I have no stress. I don't have a game. Yeah, fan of the game. Fan of the game. Fan of the pigskin.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm looking for a Texans bounce back week. I know we were talking about it a few different times in a couple different quarters. But I'm for real looking for a Texans bounce back because I really do think they got straight up hoed this past week. I can't even get into it. Yeah, they messed up. Yeah, they could have done things a lot better. They had some bad situational football at times, but the NFL officiating is what lost the Texans game. At home, I never thought that I'd watch the day of a team getting shafted by the refs at home. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was watching. But so yeah, I think Texans bounce back week at home against Russell Wilson. I think that's kind of what I'm looking at. And then, like I mentioned in the past quarter, I think the Eagles 49ers game is going to be the best matchup of the weekend. I think the Eagles will have the best matchup 2 weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be a game of defense.
Right.
That's going to be who can make the big plays, who can get in the end zone. Because both those teams play really good, sound defense. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see for sure. O-line versus D-line. There's gonna be a battle for sure. I mean, I think the 49ers
battle the trenches all day.
Yeah, 15 sacks the 49ers got in like the last or since they've acquired Chase Young. So it's it's gonna be a fun game to watch, man. I'm excited for that one big time.
Yeah, it's gonna be battle the trenches, watching the big boys getting dirty. That's what you love to see, though, right? That's football at the end of the day.
I wonder what the weather is going to be like. Yeah.
Oh, it's probably going to be slimy and nasty.
But God, I hope not, man.
I'm going to throw a little surprise out there. What I'm really feeling is I think the Green Bay Packers could surprise some people and maybe even beat the Chiefs at home. They're playing in Lambeau Sunday night football. Chiefs have not been the Chiefs this year. They just
Yeah,
haven't been great. Travis Kelsey, it seems like he doesn't do good when his little girlfriend isn't at the games. So I don't know.
you love to talk about that one.
I don't think
He
I'm
loves to bring her up.
I can't even look at that kid without thinking about that anymore. So it's just like I think that just ruined it. The Chiefs for me. I hate the Chiefs. I don't like that
Uh,
whole situation. So I think
yeah,
that, but yeah,
yeah.
but
That's
in honest thought, not trying to be biased against them, I do think the Packers could surprise some people. So
yeah. Okay. Oh, hey, we'll be watching for sure, for sure.
yeah,
What about that Monday
I don't
night game,
know.
man? What do you think? It's gonna be a little
Oh
sleeper.
man, I think it's gonna be a sleeper.
Jaguars at home.
I just think without Joe Burrow, man, every one of those games is gonna be a sleeper because they got at quarterback. Can't think of his first name, Browning, who hadn't
Yeah,
obviously gotten a lot of
Jake
reps in the
Browning, I believe.
league. Jake Browning hadn't got a
Yeah,
lot of reps in the league. I mean, he's fresh, man. And then you got the Jaguar, Josh Allen, coming after him all day. I mean, that's going to be a
yeah.
brutal game
Dude's a
because the
monster.
Jaguars also don't really put up crazy points either. So, I mean,
No,
except
AFC
I will
game.
say, with that being said, I really like Calvin Ridley. I wish somehow the Bills could scrape him up.
Dude, he's stepping up, man. He stepped up big
Dude, he's
time.
a beast.
He
It,
felt he was good the first couple games and was quiet after that. And like I think the last two games, he's been like kind of on fire, man. Yeah, he's definitely a
Look at the
sleeper for
action
sure.
though that he's gotten. When you give him
Yeah,
targets, what does he do? He puts up points. He puts up, puts up
you gotta
yards.
give
But
him
if
the
you
ball for
if you
sure. Yeah,
if you subtract him out of the action, I mean, dude, it's like you're subtracting one of the fastest dudes on the field from any action. Like that's just,
yeah.
it's almost like it's horrendous when they're constantly going to lower ended people. Like I think the guy who's Zay Jones over there. It's like, dude, if Zay Jones is getting the ball more than Calvin Ridley, you got a problem.
Yeah. Hey, gotta find who's open. We'll start with that. We'll see. Maybe he wasn't open. Maybe he just didn't know the route tree. I don't know. Probably not that
Yeah,
reason, but
maybe I don't know. What do you think of Trevor
off
Lawrence?
chemistry. I really do. He put up some yards against us, the Texans, but I don't know. He's been okay since he's been in the league. He's gotten better for sure. He's definitely progressed way better than Justin Fields has. But
For sure.
uh I don't know. I'm not too high on him. I don't think he's gonna be like, but then again, I probably am wrong about it. He probably will be a monster. But he's an average quarterback. Above average.
Slightly above adequate, I'd say. But with that
Yeah.
being said, him and Justin Fields both have not obviously been blessed with the best situations. They don't
Yeah,
have
you're right. You're right.
amazing playmakers, except that's one thing I will give Justin Fields over Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor
Trevor
Lawrence.
Lawrence does have a running back. Actually, his running back from college in Travis
Yeah.
Etienne. Then
Hmm.
he's got playmakers like a Calvin Ridley, like
Yeah.
Laviska Shenault. Like I mean, they've
Uh,
got they've got other guys. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is he has more playmakers than Justin Fields does. So
yeah.
Justin Fields, he just kind of got, he got the short end of the stick with that whole deal.
Yeah.
But we're into the
Well,
last
it's a good thing
segment.
he's
We're
on
in
a
the
bye
last
week.
part. Yeah, no doubt. We got the 2 minute drill. What do you see in your last thought? You got any last thoughts, last remarks? We got week 13
Oh,
coming up for the people.
it's been a tough year for this squad. Some would say like they never thought this would happen, but I really think that the Patriots will win this week at home versus the Chargers. I know you said it's got to change for them, but you're right. It's going to change for us first at home. Forget all the noise. Forget all the quarterback situation. Patriots on top this week, man. +6. That's not my pick of the week though, for sure. Because
Oh,
anything
so
can
you're not
happen. But
that
we're
confident
just
in them.
we're just hot. We're just hot on them right
It's
now, man.
hopeful
It's
optimism. All
gotta
right.
happen. Yeah, it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. We're just
Glad
hopeful
we
it gets.
cleared that up.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Right. That's good. That's good. We'll see.
What are you
I
looking
mean, you
forward
are
to,
so
man?
far
Let's
down.
hear it. Yeah,
What
let's
I'm
move
looking
on.
forward
Yeah,
to,
let's hear it from Bryce.
what I'm looking forward to is like we just said, man. Bills are on a bye week. I'm able to be a fan of the game, watch everything that's going on. I'll probably dive into all the games. Usually when the Bills are playing, TV goes off other than, that specific game. First slates
Hey,
or second slate, depending on when they play. I like kind of mixing and mingling, watching all of them. But now I'll be able to do that through the whole day. So I definitely am kind of ready for that.
yeah,
Ready to kind of dip
it's
and
gonna be a
dive
good
into
one, man.
all. Check out some good players. Get ready for fantasy. See if second place action I can work me into a bye for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're hoping for. So
Keep fighting, man. That's what it's all about, man.
yeah, I just gotta keep fighting, man. 1 week at a time. 1 week at a time. But now
Speaking of
that
fighting,
we
man.
are at the end,
Mm-hmm. You already know. So, like we said, or like I mentioned to you, it's gonna be a good one for this team. They're coming out hot. I mentioned to everybody, the playoff rematch from last year. I'm rolling with the 49ers this year. It's going to be in the trenches. We're going to be fighting all game, but somehow, some way, can't let the Jets be the only team that beat the Eagles this year. Just didn't
and
sound right. Just does not sound right. So I'm rolling with the 49ers. Still love
all
the
right,
Eagles, but
all
I'm
right.
rolling with the 49ers. Love them even more.
Battle of the trenches. Gonna be a tough matchup, but I like it. So I'm gonna go on a whim, and I'm gonna take the Texans. I think you took them last week. They lost. I'm gonna take them this week. I think this is
Yeah.
a bounce back. I think this is the at home. They got NRG crowd again. They got yours truly, Isaiah Santos, in the crowd, juicing them boys up. Give a couple woo woos for me in the crowd. So
Oh, okay. I'll be
get them
giving
boys,
something out.
juiced. So I'm gonna go Texans. So
Good, solid pick, man. Solid pick. Can't go wrong with them this year.
can't go wrong. You wanted to go Patriots, but you went Niners. I went Texans. This is gonna be picks of the week. But
Yeah.
that's gonna do it. That's gonna be another week in the books. You got your week 12 recap. Looking forward to week 13 with your boys at RedZone RoundUp. Isaiah,
Hey, hey,
Bryce.
hey.
Go follow Cold Kicks while you're here. If you're still here, like, follow, subscribe, laugh, love, all the good things, none of the bad things. You know what it is. So follow us, follow Mental Dimes. They're kicking into basketball season, like we've told you. So they got some action
Coming in
your way on
hot,
that.
coming in hard.
So
Yeah.
coming in fast, man. So y'all check them out. Support the boys. Hopefully, one of these weeks we'll start getting mega support, and I can get me an air pump because
We're gonna get my
I
boy.
get
I'll get my
like
boy
that.
one of these,
Yeah,
man. We'll
yeah.
get him
I'll
one. Hey,
upgrade.
for real, yeah. The
I need
Cleveland
y'all. I
Browns.
need y'all. We need support, and I can get a good football. So
We're
but
fighting, man. We're able to get this one.
yeah, exactly. We got one. We need two. So but anyways, guys, that'll do it. That's Red Zone Roundup, and we'll catch you next week for week 13.
Alrighty, man.
Adios.
Y'all take care.